Hello there and welcome to Old Painting My Way. My name's Rob. I hope you're having a great day. Right, another quick video. Basically what we're going to be talking about today is sponges. Sponges and foliage. If you're going to be doing a image that's got maybe a lot of foliage in, or a dense forest is ideal for this, and you're trying to create that pattern in the background to make a nice dense forest, sponges, sea sponges. You can buy these little babies in sort of packs of 3 or 4. These ones are actually fairly large. They're probably 2.5 inches across in diameter. You can actually get smaller ones, packs of sort of 8 or 9 of these. They vary, obviously depending on the size of the actual sponge, but these are ideal for foliage of some sort. If you actually break a piece off, I've got one here that's actually had a piece broken out, as you can see, small little piece here. Now basically what you're going to do, as I'm sure you can see on here, it's got some dried paint on it. If you mix up some paint, now basically you want not a lot on the palette. Basically if you can scrape it off, draw the knife across the front of it and just leave a flat surface of paint, and then basically just roll the sponge into the paint. You don't want a big dollop of paint and push that in, because it'll all go up inside the sponge and there'll be too much paint in there. So when you're happy with the colour that you want, again, this is ideal if you're doing a forest of some sort and you want an earthy colour in the background. Maybe you have a green or a brown for very distant trees or something like that. Now this will actually give depth to the painting because it makes the painting look really deep. So if you actually mix up your colour that you're going to use, just draw a paint knife down and make a flat layer of paint, and then literally just roll the actual sponge in there, and then you're just going to dab it onto the canvas in sort of like a stippling effect. And then when you actually do this, you want to keep twisting and turning the sponge, because otherwise you'll get the same pattern. If you actually look, you see all the little holes that are actually in the sponge. You'll get those duplicated, and basically the pattern you've got on the sponge will be duplicated onto the canvas. So you want to basically keep twisting and turning to get a desired effect. Now what I would recommend when you're actually doing that is actually to vary the colour. So if you've got a browny earthy green, each time you do it, just alter the colour slightly and maybe put a bit of Indian yellow in it, a little bit of dark sienna, just blending it around just to get not too sharp. You don't want sort of vibrant colours in there, because this is going into the background. It's not going to be in the foreground. It's not a focal point. This is just giving density to the actual painting. So this actually sponge that you've got here, just stipple it, dab it onto the canvas. As I say, ideal for distant trees. If you've got loads and loads and loads of trees throughout the image, this will actually look like distant foliage growing off of the trees, and then you can put in the midground and the foreground even more trees with more definition on, and this will just, as I say, give a lot more depth to the actual painting. Now the last time I actually bought some of these, they came in the pack of 3, and it was, I think, just under 5 UK pounds, so that's probably $6.50 US, something like that, round about. Not exact, but it's just a roundabout figure, just so you've got an idea. So as I say, they do come in various sizes. You can get smaller ones. These are the large ones. I just like to break my own shape off and basically just use those. Again, you can actually use these if you're going to put a background image on. You can actually use gesso, is great with this as well, because you can use a black, a white and a grey gesso. And if you actually just vary this across the whole background, the greys and the whites, and then wait for that to dry, and then you can actually put your transparent colours over. But that's for a different video. Just letting you know, this sort of thing is ideal for distant sort of trees in a forest or something. You can actually use this again for grass areas, bushy areas, just to give that little shape, because it just gives random shapes every time you push it onto the canvas. So again, if you're putting dark bushes down in the background before you put your highlights on, you can just use something like this. It's just something, if you're starting out in oil painting and you're looking for new ideas and materials, these sort of things are ideal. They just give you a nice different effect. So again, just sea sponges. Your local art shop or store would have those for you. So maybe go and inquire if you're interested in using those. I'd love to hear your comments. If you've got your comments, drop them below, whether you've used them before, whether you get on with them, whether you don't get on with them, whether you've got anything that you like to use to maybe stipple and get a desired effect or something like that. So I hope you found that useful. Please give me a like and a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Really appreciate that. So that's it for today. This has been Oil Painting My Way. My name's Rob. Enjoy the rest of your day.